The Gulf of Guinea Northern Regions Social Cohesion, or SOCO project, aims to improve regional collaboration and the socio-economic and climate resilience of border zone communities in the target northern regions of the Gulf of Guinea countries exposed to conflict and climate risks. The northern regions of the Gulf of Guinea countries include Benin, La Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, and Togo. The SOCO project also aims to proactively prevent the spread of conflict from the Sahel and strengthen local institutions, economic opportunities, and public trust. The project is financed from the World Bank International Development Association to the tune of $450 million. Of this amount, Ghana has been allocated $150 million. At the launch of the SOCO project at Bolgatanga here in the Upper East region, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gave some details about the project.
The project has been conceived and designed to address the effects of the spillover of conflicts and extremism from the Sahel region, reduce vulnerability because of exposure to the impacts of climate change, the $450 million multi-country credit facility. It focuses mostly on border communities in these regions, where the citizenry, especially women and youth, are exposed and are susceptible to the threats of terrorism from the Sahel region. Thus, the project focuses on dealing with issues relating to fragility, conflicts, and violence.
He said recent surging violence by armed insurgent groups and criminal gangs in some countries in the Sahel have resulted in the displacement of about 2.5 million people this year.
Together, the northern parts of these Gulf of Guinea countries have become a unique converging point for multiple crises. The recent unrelenting and surging violence by armed insurgent groups and criminal gangs in some countries in the Sahel have resulted in the internal displacement of about 2.5 million people this year, which is quadruple the number of displaced persons in just 2019. Available data suggests that the Sahel also hosts over 850,000 refugees, mainly from Mali. Indeed, the past 5 years have been the most violent on record, with over 12,000 conflict events and 50,000 fatalities since June 2019.
Country Director for World Bank, Pierre-Franck Laporte, said the multifaceted nature of the Gulf of Guinea Northern Region's Social Cohesion project makes it challenging, but he was confident that government and stakeholders were up to the task.
The World Bank has also other programs aimed at addressing some of the drivers of inequality and deprivation, including improving forest and landscape management, increasing connectivity through improved roads and digital access, and addressing particularly vulnerable communities through social protection programs. In our pipeline, there are also other operations, including the Youth Employment Project, the Agriculture Tree Crop Project, which are all coming in the next few months.
The SOCO project will be implemented by the Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development. A total of 48 metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies in the 6 regions of the north will benefit from the project. Dan Botwe is Minister for Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development.
This program will be supervised by the regional coordinators. And for that matter, our regional House of Chiefs will have a direct role in monitoring. Each regional House of Chief will send 2 representatives to the regional coordinating council.
The SOCO project will run for approximately 5 years. For Joy News, Albert Sori, reporting from Bolgatanga.